Let's solve one more problem from inverse Laplace transform. How can we find inverse Laplace transform of ln 1 plus 1 upon s square? So this is some function of s. Let's say that as f bar s. So that is given out to be ln 1 plus 1 upon s square. Fine. So what's next? Now you know one rule or the property of Laplace transform, that if directly Laplace transform cannot be calculated just because formula is not there for ln 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon s square. So there is an indirect approach for that. What is that indirect approach? Laplace inverse of if any nth derivative comes out to be something which can be calculated easily, then this is equal to minus 1 power n t power n and Laplace inverse of f bar s. Okay, so let's try differentiating this ln 1 plus 1 upon s. But before that, let's simplify this. So this is ln s square plus 1 upon s square. Now you know the properties of logarithm, which says that if you have log of a by b, that is nothing but log a minus log b. So I can further write this as ln s square plus 1 minus ln s square. I can further apply property and write the second term as 2 ln s, but let's leave that as it is for now. So this is what we have, ln s square plus 1 minus ln s square. So if I differentiate this with respect to s, let's do the first derivative. So d by ds of that will come out to be, now derivative of log of something is 1 upon that thing, so 1 upon s square plus 1. Further, by chain rule, differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. So s square derivative is 2s and 1 derivative is 0, so just multiply this by 2s. Coming to the second term, ln s square. So first derivative of log 1 upon s square and derivative of s square is 2s. Fine. Now as I can see, 2s can be taken common from both the terms, and let's simplify it further. So this is d by ds of f bar s equals to, now this is nothing but if I don't take 2s common, then also uh, or maybe 2s if I take common, so 1 upon s square plus 1 minus 1 upon s square. So if I simplify this, I would get s square plus 1. Now this is becoming complex, so I will not go this way. Rather, just find the, because this s upon s square plus 1, you can find the inverse Laplace, and this is nothing but 1 upon s. Okay, so that also you can find the inverse Laplace. So finding individual Laplace inverse Laplace is easy. That means after doing the first derivative, we get something in RHS which can be calculated easily. 1 by s Laplace inverse, you all know. Laplace inverse of Laplace inverse of 1 by s is 1, and Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus a square is nothing but cos 80. Okay, so in the previous step, if we take inverse Laplace transform on both sides, take inverse Laplace transform on both sides. So in left hand side I will get Laplace inverse of derivative of f bar s, and in the right hand side I will simply get 2 times Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus 1 square minus 2 times Laplace inverse of 1 upon s. Now this in LHS I can now apply this formula which I discussed earlier, minus 1 power n t power n, because this is the first derivative only, so minus 1 power 1 which is negative sign, t power 1, so simply t, and Laplace inverse of f bar s. So f bar s was simply ln 1 plus 1 upon s square. This equals to, in RHS you get 2 times s upon s square plus 1 square, simply cos t, 1 upon s, simply 1. So you want this, so Laplace inverse of ln 1 plus 1 upon s square is nothing but, cancel out negative from both sides, so you'll get 2 minus, if I take 2 common rather, so if I take 2 common, so I will get 1 minus cos t, and if I divide by that t, so I get this as my final answer. What I did, I just divided by t and took minus common from both sides, so 2 minus 2 cos t. Okay, so I just cancel out minus sign from both sides, and also I took 2 common. Okay, this you can do. So what we did in this problem was, first of all, simplify this using the property of logarithm. Then because first derivative of this function of s, whatever is inside the inverse Laplace, that came out to be something which we can calculate easily. Okay, so in LHS we just apply the formula, this formula, and in RHS we know the individual Laplace inverse that we can calculate. So LHS formula, RHS you can simplify using individual formulas. And now because you want this, so take this minus t to the other side, and there you get your answer. So that's it for today. We'll see you with some more problem. You can visit the playlist which is inverse Laplace transform for more such problems. Thanks again.